In this tutorial, I want to go over everything you need to know when you start with Push. It's not going to be go over all the buttons and all the features and all the things you have here because it can take time. I open Ableton Live here so you can see it's fresh project, but I already put here on the first MIDI a grand piano, and this one is just a setting so I can speak. I want to show you how you can add tracks like these ones, how you manage it, and how you can record. Usually when you open Push, it will open on the MIDI track. I want to go to the session. It's basically what you see here. It's actually what we have here. This is the first track, the track with the piano. And this one, empty track with MIDI without any instrument. This one is audio that I speak. You can see this one is red because this one is ready to record. When you look that way, it's the row of the session. Each one of these is actually a clip. You can record a clip, you can delete it, you can do whatever you want with those clips. Now everything is empty. In the session view, everything is empty and just this one is ready to record. If I want to prepare any track to record on it, I need to press the track, a long press. You can also see that we have colors here. This is the colors we have on live. If I want to change the color, press here, shift, and the row I want to change. I'm still holding the shift. Now I can change it to green. You can see also in live that it's changed to green. And when I press record and stop it, it's now green. If I press that, so now it's recording and now I'm stopping it. And now it's loop. Okay? So how everything is working here is exactly how it's work in the session view. So I can record audio and I can record MIDI. And now you see when I removed the record button, they have colors. If I want to change the colors of the clip, you see I'm holding the shift. Although it have the session view that it look exactly like live, it also have option to play an instrument. So if I want to play, let's say the grand piano, I need to press record to arm this track. And now I can go here to notes and I can play whatever I want. I'm not going to get into it right now. It's going to be in the video. If I want to play, I can press the buttons like we do on live. Now I stop them, or I can press here. Every button here is for the row. So let's say I want to play this row. I pressed the button and now you see it's playing. If I want to stop, I can go to the next row, which is empty, and I can press and now it's stopped. I also can stop it here on this play button. We have lots of other buttons here. So let's understand what's going on this side, all the buttons that you need to just manage everything on Push. On this side is a side for recording and managing clips here. I have here screen that's really helpful. When I perform live on stage, it's really helped me to see whatever I need to see without looking in the computer. And sometimes I'm just looking here because it's not a computer screen, better for my eyes. On top of the screen we have 2 rows of buttons, and actually the buttons is just what you see here. It's changing when we change things on this screen. Tracks, I can go to the reverb, delay, and everything. When something is written here, we can use these buttons. Those buttons also go for the mixing, all 8 of the knobs here. And we have here knob that is a master volume. And here it belongs metronome. This is what we have here on Push. You want to start work with Push and you want to tracks. Yes, you want to have, let's say, grand piano and you want to have bass. The way we do it, here we have 2 buttons. One is add track and one is add device. The track is just to add another track here. And the device, after you have something here, you can add device to the thing. So if you want to add some effect or you want to change the instrument, if it's MIDI, you can do it with this device. And now, because I have the track of the MIDI, I can add the device. So now when I'm going here on this knob, I can go down to instruments. Now I have all of live instrument that and I can go here and just choose whatever I want. When I tap the knobs, you can see it's moving in the menu. Let's say I want this one. Now I press here load. So now I have here the instrument. If I want to hear this instrument, I can go here and press record and go to note. Now I can play. I also have here 2 buttons, which is the octave. So I can move the instrument up and down. If I go down, it's going to be more bass. You can see on the screen, it tells me what octave I am. Instrument is working. And if I want to change the instrument, I don't need to go back to the session view here on this button. I can stay on this note and just press this one. And now I'm in the piano. When I press it, I have here a small circle which tells me that this one is armed. All the green ones are the first note of the scale. Because we didn't change anything yet, it's going to be C. And if I go, let's say I'm going here, this one is C. So this one is C sharp and this one is the D. And all the white, you can see that some of them are gray and some of them are white. The white one tell me that these notes belongs to to our scale, and the gray ones are not in the scale. We go here to scale above the note, and now on the screen you can see I have here 2 rows, all those buttons. So I have C, G, D, E. It's going by the circle of fifth. I can choose here scale I want, D major. So I just need to press here and it's on major. And I don't need to do anything. When I change, it changes to the right note. Let's say we stay on D, and let's say we want to be in minor. I can go here with this button, and now I change it to minor. When I change the scale, look at here. Okay, look at here. When I change the scale, you see, it changed what is lit. Now I can see all the different scales. Okay, so we have lots of scales. If I want to change the layout, so it's not going to have all these gray ones because I don't need them. I don't play them. Now you see it's on chromatic mode. If I press that, change to in key, all the gray buttons disappear. I'm going back to C major, add another track with drums, because drums have different layout. I press here add track. You can see I have MIDI track, audio track, and return track like we have on live. And now on drums, I have other thing. I can see how many pads I have. And I want to have 64 pads just because I want to show you something. I'm going to load that. And now I'm going to have new track. Okay. You see, I have new track. I added the track right after the track I was on. Okay, so if you want to add in the end, you need to press here and then to add the track. I'm going back to notes, and you see now I don't have anything because I'm on audio. So I go to this track, and now you can see I have only these 16 pads. I added 64. So why I only have 16? Because we have other things we need to do with all the other pads. If I want to change the sound here, I picked one that have the same sound. But I can go up and down here. I'm going to layout and I change here. Okay, this button. Okay, and now I change. This is a 64 pads to a device. I have now only 16 pads. If I had more, I had more lights here, and then I could up and down. If I press the button and have more than one thing, I can see here what I changed. And I have other video on this channel. I shared with you the way I practice finger drumming and how I use these sequences. 16 pads are 1 bar, and the other 16 are another bar. So each one of these pads now, on the top of course, represent 16th note in 2 bars. I want to make some, let's say, beat. Okay, let's say I want to use the kick. Okay, so I can press on kick, okay, which is now lit, and I have 4 kicks on each bar. The play button. You can see the green line and start again, okay? Because it's loop 2 bars. Let's say I want to add hi-hats, each on each go back to the first one, now the second one. So now I have basic drum loop here. Just you press the button here, let's say this one, and you can add here on the sequencer whatever you want. You can go much deeper how to use everything. Let's go back to session view. I just want to record simple chord progression. Now I can press record because it's armed. On live you can see that it's not on time. If I want to record on time, I need to open the metronome. So now I have here the pad that it's not precise, it's not on time, I don't like it, I want to delete it. I can press the delete button and press this pad, or I can do undo. If I do undo, you can see if I press the shift and undo, it's redo. I want to record only 2 bars, and I want it to start looping after I finish to record the 2 bars. I will press here the fixed length. Okay, now it's flashing. And if I want to change it to 2 bars, I can go here. 1 beat, 2 beat, 1 bar, 2 bars, 4 bars, whatever. It's on 2 bars, so I don't need to press it, but if I want to change it to 4 bars, I just press that. All this time, I'm still holding the button. If I release it, it's still flashing up to record. I have 4 count bars, so I can go like that. You can see it's not precise, it's not looking good. I can quantize, okay? Like the quantize on live, I can press that. If I press and hold that, I can do that on 8th note and not 16th because I want to be more precise. Move that my hand. I pressed here on clip to show on the screen the MIDI notes. Now I want to quantize. Okay, look at that. Stop, so I stop the clip here. If I press shift and stop clip, it stop everything. Now I want to open all this row together. I just press here. You see, both of them are flashing now. So this is basically the way you record stuff into live. I will just go over a few more things. If you want to change the tempo, you can tap here the tempo, or you can change it here. Okay. If I want to mute this row, I can press mute, and the row I want to mute, the red tell me that it's on mute. So if sometimes something is not working, just look here on this button. Sometimes this is all the things you need to fix. And also, like mute, I can solo. I think this is a basic to start. So if you want to see how I practice my drum rack, I also have it here, and I will have in the future more videos about push, so you can subscribe to see more. If you want to ask something, you can ask in the comments here. I have push for 2 years. I work with it in day-to-day basics, and also I perform with push a few times. In the next video, I'm going to go over some music theory with push. So this is one thing you can wait for. Good luck.